happy Monday. I am a little bit late this morning. It was supposed to be 10 o'clock, but it is a national holiday, and someone forgot to tell me that. And so the kids are out of school this morning, and I had to get them together before I could go live. But I wanted to continue to keep the promise that I'd made to not only you, but myself. I promised myself that I would come live every Monday, and here I am. And I just wanted to hop on to give a little inspiration this morning. It's Monday morning, it's late, it's probably early lunch for some of you, breakfast for some of you. I just finished with breakfast myself, and I just kind of wanted to come on here with a quick little Monday morning motivation for those of you that need it. If you are new around here and you don't know who I am, my name is Nakisha, and I help content creators to make money online. So that's what you will see on this channel. And today I really just wanted to chat with you about Mondays, okay? About keeping the promises that you make to yourself and building out your personal brand. And so, again, this morning I was supposed to be here 10 o'clock. Here we are. We're rolling around 11 o'clock. But of course, the babies are first, okay? They are home this morning. I didn't expect them to be home today. I didn't realize it was a national holiday. And so they're here, and I had to get them together before I came live. Good morning, created by SD. How are you doing? So the kids are ready, they're situated, and I was saying, thank you, Lex. I appreciate it. I was saying, you know what? Maybe I should just not go live today. Maybe, I should just wait till later or wait till another day. And I was coming up with all kinds of excuses. Good morning, Yashika. As to why I wasn't going to come live, right? And I think this is something that happens as we're building our brand online with various things. If you're not aware of who I am and you just stumbled across this channel, I've been building out my brand online for the last 5 years. And I think about back when I originally started building this brand, I was working full time. I had four little ones and a teenager at the time. And it was a lot. Thank you, Lex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a lot going on in my life. I had a full-time job. I had three little ones. I have twin girls, and then a son that's just a year older than him, and then a son that's 8 years older than my youngest son. And so there was a lot going on. And as I was building, I always knew what the end goal is. This is what I always tell you all. Know what the end goal is that you want to accomplish. So for me, my prayer always was that God, you provide an outlet for me to be able to be at home with my baby so that I could be present with them and not spend all of my day at someone's job and not be available for my children. Because if you have ever had little children, you know that for one, daycare is expensive, and for two, you got to pay it every single week. Those bills come around really, really quick. And so I was like, I don't want to be paying these people all my money. I would absolutely love to be able to be at home and work with my children. That was always my end goal, to be present and available for my children. Good morning, Sophia. How are you? And so I knew that I had to put the work in, but let me tell you how hard that was to work full time and to create content on the side while raising small children. Okay. It was not an easy feat at all. And all the time, just like this morning, things always will come to try to make you say, oh, I can put that off till tomorrow. Oh, maybe we won't do it today. Okay, make it. No one really is going to be watching. No one really cares that much. It's always something that will come up to try to get you to veer off the course that you set for yourself. But just like I had to do today and all those years ago, things will always come to try to resist what your plans are and what your goals are. But you have to continue to take intentional action no matter what comes up. Because listen, I didn't care whether one of you showed up here today. I was going to show up, right? I was going to show up because it's what I said that I was going to do. And I have learned throughout building this brand that that is so important. It is so important. I often tell my children, my clients, my family members that consistency wins in all things. Like you can't do something one time, then two times, and three times and think you're going to see the results that you're expecting. No, you got to show up when no one's on the live. Okay, you got to show up when no one's looking at the YouTube channel, when no one's reading the blog. You have to continue to show up and prove to yourself that you're serious and you're ready to be committed. Now, y'all know if you've been on this live for the past 2 weeks, I've done this. I've been telling you all, I've been trying to get my live stream set up together. And y'all, let me tell you, I have ordered multiple cords trying to figure out how to set up this camera to the computer and all and trying to figure it out. I have ordered the wrong cord every single time and I really just don't know what's going on and I'm still trying to figure it out and I'm like I don't care, I'm gonna show up on this cell phone. It doesn't really matter. While the quality of the videos and the replay value are super important to me, it's not so important that I'm not going to go live with what I got. And I want to come here today to kind of tell you that like you got to continue to keep the promises that you make to yourself and push through even when resistance happens, because yeah, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, their content looks so good and all I got is this iPhone 10 that I can produce these videos on, but I don't care, you better produce those videos on that iPhone 10. Okay, if the kids start acting up, I don't care. You better put them in that video. You have to continue to persist, even if you don't keep the video up. Because I've said that to myself. I'm like, if I get on there and I don't like, what happens on the video or no one shows up or I feel like I'm not prepared, I can always delete the video. But I think the thing that people underestimate is the reps that's needed in order to be successful at this. Because it's not just you getting out here and putting up content. We all know that. We all can do this. But it's the reps at on camera presence and showing up and engaging an audience and editing the videos and writing the blog posts. It's the reps that you need in order to get good. And I think people underestimate that, the reps that it takes to really get to a point to where you can sustain and gain that momentum. So if you are like me this morning, okay, and you have unexpected things going on and everything trying to come up this week. This don't happen now. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have multiple days left in the week. I promise you that someday this week, something is going to come up to try to keep you from doing what you said you were going to do. I don't care if it's making a video, creating a piece of content. You said you're gonna cook 2 to 3 meals this week so the family can have fresh, meals and healthy meals this week. Something is going to come to resist what you are trying to do. But if you want to make progress in whatever it is, maybe got a call. I'm so sorry. So maybe you're like me and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to lose that 10 pounds before summer hits. And you're promising yourself to get on the treadmill every day or to go walking every day or to hit the gym every day. You got to get up. Let me tell y'all, it's been raining for 3 days. It's been raining for 3 days over here. Baby, it's freezing in my garage, okay? Because for some weird reason, I heard we're getting the backside of El Nino or something like that. This is a beautiful sunny state. Why is it this cold? Y'all can have all of this weather back. I don't like it, right? But it's been freezing, and I have not been wanting to go out there. But baby, I had myself in that garage on that treadmill because I have goals, right? And I know that I'm not going to get those goals without continuing to be consistent with what I need to do in order to get to where I want to be. Oh, here's another thing. I have not been able to speak literally for the past, what is it, 5 days? I don't know if my voice sounds different to you. I have had some weird case of laryngitis for the past 5 days, and I literally didn't have a voice at all. And the only thing I could do was really sit and listen, and use that time to say, okay, I can barely talk to the people in my household unless they come really close and I whisper it to them. I must be in a moment where I just need to listen. And so that's what I did. I listened, and I came up with some good stuff. Okay. I feel like God told me some good things, and I'm happy to share them with you all this week. Something that I came up with that I really, really want to do for those of you that are looking for accountability and who want to work with me a little bit more closely. I've done it before in the past and I've had a ball with it, but I will talk about that later on this week. I'm looking to do, I want to do a group, like a not necessarily a mentorship, but an accountability group where I can get on more often like this because me going live every Monday, I don't know how long that is going to last, but definitely I want to go live with a group of women who want to do that, who want to build out their online brand and who want to work together more closely. Thank you, Vera. I really do appreciate that. I do. I appreciate it. So if you're interested in something like that, hey Sophia, if you're interested in something like that, that is something that I'm going to be rolling out. Hey Alvin, how are you doing? Very, very soon because I've gotten multiple requests just about coaching and things like that. But I think that I can offer a little bit more than just this is how you do this, this is how you do that, because I don't think a lot of people really understand the soft skills part of this job, the things that it takes to just balance your life and the time management, especially for older creators who are over 30, like I am, when you have a full life, husbands, children's, jobs. I think that I really could offer more in that space of people that are out here trying to create. And that's not to say that if you're not 30, that you don't have those things going on, but just for the busy professional or the busy person who's trying to do this alongside maybe a full time career or a family or something like that. Because I truly built this alongside a full time job and my babies. And thankfully, I've been blessed to do this full time now and this to be my full time income. So I definitely want to do that. And I will be telling you a little bit more about it as the week progresses, as I get clarity on it myself. You'll definitely be in a beta group of people who will be testing this thing out because I'm in a season of obedience. And I do believe that obedience is better than sacrifice. I would prefer not to be on camera on the internet sharing. I would prefer to be off in the cut. But, I believe that obedience is better than sacrifice. So here I am nonetheless. Let me pull up these comments so that I can see what you all are saying. You know that the leaning in and the trying to see is just, girl, I be looking real crazy when I look back on these. When I look back on the replays, like, girl, get it together. So Vera says, balancing time to develop the content. Listen, I know the struggle. Trust me, I know. Like one of the things that I did and one of the time management skills that I use, but please take this with a grain of salt because Nakisha is, I'm a very reserved person and I would say a lot to myself, even though I am very social and outgoing, I can be very reserved and quiet and introverted in moments. So for me, when I was in corporate, baby, don't come talk to me on my lunch break. I don't want to sit here and chat about people's business. I don't really care about none of that y'all talking about because what I'm about to do is go in my car and go live. What I'm about to do is go in my car and create a blog post. What I'm about to do is go in my car and engage on social media. And I'm going to be doing my work, doing the lunch period that you're taking for granted because these are the tiny moments and the pockets of time that I feel like are so underutilized when we're out here saying that we want to build something sustainable and saying that we want to do something. But I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily put that real action behind what they're saying because you're not willing to sacrifice. Good morning, homemaking with Denise. You're not willing to make that sacrifice, like sacrificing your gossip time during your lunch break or your social time or whatever it is, sacrificing the TV shows that you like to look at night. Listen, my family be like, girl, you are so much because I always say, this is something I always say, even though I'm currently back to looking at TV a bit, I'll say they got theirs. I'm trying to get mine. Why I'm gonna sit here and invest my time into millionaires watching them on TV when they already got it? I'm trying to get it. That's the difference. It's like I sacrificed a lot of TV time. People will be like, girl, did you see the new Housewives? Did you see the. No, I didn't see any of that, my love. So don't ask. No, my friends and family members knew not to ask me if I saw any new show. No, I didn't see it. I didn't. I can assure you they are making money while you're sitting there watching them, and you're complaining that you don't have enough, or you're complaining that you don't have time to create your content when really you do. You just are utilizing it in the wrong way. So my lunch break became a time that I would create content after I would put my babies to bed at night. Baby, I had me a 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. or whatever it was that I could squeeze in 2 hours of work time after I put my babies to bed. I did that before I went to work. One of my biggest hacks, listen, y'all, was to wake up in the morning and construct my mornings like the millionaire life that I wanted to live. So I would wake up, do the devotional thing, whatever it is that you do in the morning, like do your morning how you want to do it. And baby, I would get up and work straight away on my business. I would not wake up and allow my mind to make that job the priority in my mind, right? So I'd wake up, experience God first, and nurture that relationship first, right? And then the next important thing, get my business going, right? So I would get up and I would either write a newsletter for my email list, I would write a blog post, I would write out captions, I would do something at the very beginning of my day to basically put the effort and the time and the energy into my business. And guess what? Still to this day, this is what I do. I get up, I have my morning routine, I get my babies off to school, and I come and I sit down and I work on my business exactly how I did many, many moons ago when I was working in corporate America, when I left corporate America to go work at a daycare center because I was burnt, okay? Working in the banking industry when I was burnt out. I left that to go and work at a daycare because I had a horrible daycare experience with one of my babies. And I left. Why do I have this in my ear? I had a horrible experience, and so I left that. All those years when I knew that this is where I wanted to be today, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not. I'm talking about what I'm talking about, okay? If you can receive it, and you feel what I'm talking about, feel what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no manifestation. I'm not talking about all this woo-woo stuff that people be out here sharing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real deal Holyfield, thinking about what it is that you want to do and get up and doing it every single day. I didn't make an excuse, baby. I was a single mother of 4 children, okay? 4 children. That did not stop me from creating the life that I wanted to create. Even when I was living on a child care provider's income, okay? A child care provider's income. In my mind, I was making 6 figures, okay? Because I knew that if I could conceive it in my mind, that God would come through and bless that because I created it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it. I was saying, God, here is my portion. Here is my faithfulness over these few things, because I know when I'm faithful over these few things that you will make me ruler over many, that someday you will have me using this very testimony to speak into other people's lives so that they can do the very thing. Y'all, we are in a very important time. Y'all know that I believe that this is the literal new industrial revolution that the internet has created. I believe that the internet will create more millionaires than real estate ever did because it's so attainable. And I am on a mission right now to take every person in my family and build them a brand online, whether it's faceless or personal brand. I just got my sister-in-law, she's soon to be monetized. My niece, we just started her YouTube channel this weekend. I have 2 faceless YouTube channels. My son is prepping to start his YouTube channel. My children will have YouTube channels. I have one that's in love with Legos. We're doing that. I have one that is a literal artist, literal artist who probably could draw you. If you were sitting right there, she's gonna have a channel. They will all be faceless. Y'all know I don't play about my kids. I don't play about them. So they won't be showing up on camera like this, okay? They won't be showing up. But I believe that God has really have people in this season that He wants to share. I don't want to go too far into this, God, but lead me however you will. But y'all, y'all get out here and prioritize this. I'm not saying you got to do what I do. I'm not saying you got to show up on camera. What I'm saying is get this money before the Federal Trade Commission or whoever decides they're going to flip it up and that we making too much money and they want to change it up out here, right? Stop with the excuses because there are none to be had. There is not. I promise you, as my sister-in-law was building out her channel, and she would be like, "Oh, but I got this and I got to do that." And girl, cry me a river. Cry me a river because you cannot tell a single mother of four at the time, three babies, okay, a middle schooler. This is when I built my channel. Three babies. I want to say my daughters were 2 years old. When did I start online? My daughters might have been three, so two 3-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and maybe my son was 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that. Cry me a river. And I worked full time. Cry me a river. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Okay, there is not an excuse to be had. I would get up every single day, and I'm not a morning person. Let's be real about it. I'm not a morning. Don't wait. 5 a.m. routine, 5 a.m. millionaire routine, 6. I do not subscribe to that. I'm getting up at 7 a.m. because that is how I work. That's how my body works. I'm not getting up at 5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Call it what you want. But people got it confused. Y'all have to figure out what works for you and do what works for you. Not what works for the gurus and all these people out here trying to tell you this is how you got to do it. Because, you see, they don't have a husband, okay, that's expecting them to do X, Y, and Z. They don't have kids. Look, a lot of the people out here sharing this stuff, they are teeny boppers and 20-somethings. Okay? Teeny boppers and 20-somethings. And much respect to you because, baby, I love to see it. I always tell my teenager, well, he's a young man. He's about to be 20. I always tell him, if there was a social media when I was your age, I would be a multi-millionaire right now. Okay, I would have been a multi-millionaire by 30. Period. There would have been no. I love to see it. I love to see the 20-somethings doing it, getting it. Okay, I'm clapping it up. I'm cheering it up for them. I'm watching content. I actually watch a lot more content than I do TV because I understand where this thing is really, really going. Y'all, a lot of the people out here sharing and doing this and, making it big, respect to all of them. I feel like a lot of the advice that's given, especially in the creator space and the business space, is by a lot of teeny boppers with no job, no husbands or babies, no life experience. It was just like, oh yeah, I put up this on TikTok and I went viral. And Instagram, I got 100,000 on there, and so yeah, this is all you got to do. And but it's like, girl, that is unrealistic for some of us. You don't got kids that's gonna be saying, I need lunch in another hour. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to clown, but my voice, I'm still working on it. This is water. Okay, this water. This water. But y'all, you have to do what works for you. Create a routine that works for you. Just don't allow yourself to give yourself excuses. Because cry me a river. Cry. If I can, you can. That's it. Let me see what y'all are saying because I'm just running my mouth. Hi, Superfoods parent. How are you? Hey, Sophia. Hey, kicking it with Alvin. How are you? I love to see it. Listen, y'all, I look at my where in the analytics and it's like this percent women and girl, my percentage of men is like going up. I'm like, what's going on over here? They want to listen to me. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate you. Okay, what y'all talk about? Let me see. Delusions of grandeur are different from an abundance mindset. Some of us live in who we know we are. I'm gonna be who I am, baby. You better say that. I think that's superfood parents that said that. I'm gonna be who I am, regardless of the financial status. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be the head and not the tail. I'm gonna be the lender and not the borrower. I'm gonna be above and not beneath. I'm gonna be all that. Okay, I'm living like I'm a millionaire because in my mind I am. And I thank God. I literally, the one thing that I thank God for all the time. And I'm like, I think people underestimate this, the power of peace. The power of peace, having peace in your life to where you're not worried, okay, to where you're not worried about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. My kids like this little movie called Sing, and I love it. I just love when they be singing the song. And one of the favorite parts, she be talking about, don't you worry about a thing. Baby, the power of peace. Okay, the peace that truly surpasses all understanding. Like, be like, girl, don't you know the economy is? Like, girl, I'm not worried about that. I'm literally just not worried about. I'm not worried about that at all. Like I really just have the peace. I have the peace to know that no matter what these videos do every month, no matter what these brands do, no matter what these digital products do, I'm gonna be all right. I'm not worried about it because my provider sits high and looks low. Like I'm not worried about none of this. I'm just out here trying to be in a season of obedience, and I truly believe it's better than sacrifice because at the end of the day, I don't control none of this. These views could tank tomorrow. Okay. Like I could become irrelevant tomorrow. And I think that's the thing that I want to share with a lot of you. Because look, attention comes and goes on social media. It's like these people are out here teaching you, oh, post every day on social media and get up and do your dances and post anything and everything's content. Girl, everything is not content. Like, because where do you draw the line? Because I don't care about your relationship problems and that should not be on the internet. Can we build these brands with a little bit of class? Can we build them with some boundaries? Like I'm just, everything is not content. Can we please stop subscribing to that thought process that everything is content because it is not. It's not. I don't want to see all that. I don't want to hear about all that, but maybe that's me. I understand that the internet, they like the drama and the mess and the toxicity, but it's just like, come on. Come on, ladies. Let's have some class about ourselves. Everything is not content because one thing I'm not about to do, I'm not about to get on here and talk about my life as content because my life is not content. And I'm not talking about that you can't blog and do all that. But let's create the things that we want to share because y'all know when I'm posting on Instagram and I'm doing my thing, and y'all even see here, I talk to some of you about me actually infusing a little bit more lifestyle in my content. But there is a strategy there as well. Like, am I going to get on here and talk up to you about relationships? No. Am I going to get on here and talk to you about my kids? No. Am I going to get on here and talk about like the stuff I be seeing is just really outrageous? No. You can do it with some class, okay? We're like, okay, let's create, these are going to be the pillars in which I'm going to share regarding my life, right? I'm going to share about my food, my nutrition, and the health part of what I'm doing. I'm going to cook the, not me, I'm just talking. If you're creating a brand, you could say, okay, so we're going to share anything about what I consume, right? The food. So everything around that. So maybe you can share grocery hauls and shopping with you and meals that you want to make and, what you fed your family that week. And so that is the portion, the pillar of content you would share around the food, right? And then maybe you say, okay, I'm also willing to share anything around my fitness goals. Okay. Then you share how I'm working out at home using Grow with Joe. Shout out to Grow with Joe. I'm watching these videos on YouTube, or I'm doing this in my home, right? And so you're sharing around your fitness, okay? And you're being transparent about it, and you're sharing that portion of your life. And then maybe you choose a third thing that you're willing to share too. Maybe that is like style and fashion, because as your body changes, your attire has to change, and your style and your fashion has to change, right? And so you're still sharing with the people, you're still being transparent, being who you are, doing all that, but you're sharing within certain parameters of your life, okay? Without feeling like you have to get on here and talk about y'all, some of the things that I've seen. Okay, you do not have to give people all of you. The internet is not entitled to your whole life, to all of your business. It's just not how it has to work. And I understand there is a portion of people who believe that. Okay, be transparent and share, but you can share within certain parameters of your life. Okay, this is how you can set up your brand. Decide, first of all, what is your story? What is it that you're wanting to get on here and share? Right? What is it that you want to get on here and share? So when I first got on, and kind of my brand has evolved through time, and that will happen, I got on originally sharing, hey, look, I've done the corporate thing and I'm out. Okay, I have babies. Life has taken me down this route that I just didn't imagine for myself. But one thing about me, I am not a negative Nancy, okay, at all. I'm always going to see the good. I'm always going to find the solution. I'm always going to make the best of what I've been presented in life. And so I was at the point where I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm walking away from corporate. I'm walking away from this job, and I want to be a full-time stay-at-home mom to my children. And I got on and I started to share that story. And I shared that by way of saying, listen, y'all, a job is not promised. This social media thing ain't promised. None of this is promised, to be honest. I think I'm going to choose happiness. I think I would rather just be happy while I make my money, right? So I'm going to attempt to get out here and just do it on my own. And I began to share that story and the facets of that story. And like, okay, y'all, I was able to make rent this month off the savings. Let's see what we're going to do next month. Y'all remember my voice. Let me get it together. And okay, today, and these videos are still on my channel, by the way. Okay, I signed up for Uber, y'all. Let me go out here and test drive and see how this gonna be. I made it a day, and I share all of this. I made it one day, and this is not for me, because baby, the next time somebody get up in my car with their dog, they gonna be put out. They gonna be put out. So this ain't gonna work for me. Okay, so I'm still vlogging along the way. I'm still sharing. I get on here, the next video, I'm like, okay, guys, so I'm going to try grocery delivery. I'm going to do shit. I need a paper towel. Okay, kids upstairs. I'm going to try shit. And let's see how this goes. Here we go, guys. This is my first day. And I literally blogged the entire thing. Hold on, y'all. Them baby's so quiet. I had to go check and see. um, so I literally vlogged the whole thing. It was, here we are. This is my first day of delivering groceries. And look, this was I'm not too good, okay? I'm not too good to drive Uber. I'm not too good to deliver groceries to somebody's house. I'm not too good to share a YouTube video, to write a blog post, to put up videos on Instagram. It was in my mind, I see myself as this. Whatever I got to do that is within my morals, I can do it. I will babysit your kids because there was a point in time too. I don't think I shared this. I actually had neighbors whose kids went to school with my kids, and instead of them paying after school care, I picked them up and they came with me, right? And I did what I needed to do to see myself through to this spot. And this is not even the last step, you know? And I feel like I'm very comfortable. I live a very comfortable, modest life. I do not live above my means, just very comfortable, you know, for me and my children. And I share that entire process online, sharing my successes and my failures and showing people what it looks like and, you know, all those things, but still within certain parameters, like I said. And I think that it's super important for you to decide what you want to get on here and share and what you want to be in the true things and the true things that make you happy. Because a lot of times people see what's working for others and they're like, okay, sharing business is working. You know, people are making good money with that. Because let's be real, it's one of the most profitable niches online. Good morning, Nicole. How are you? It's one of the most profitable niches. And people will get on here and, you know, they think they want to do that because it's cool. But I think it's so important to do something that you're genuinely passionate about, you genuinely have some sort of experience with, and that you can share from a place of just being, you know, really authentic and you have a journey with. So I kind of fell into this space because I was literally doing it. Right, I was literally doing it. I'm literally have gone from 0 to 100K, you know, online by making videos online, being exactly who I am. Even though in the beginning, you know, I was showing up very, you know, corporate banking, you know, very much stiff, very much Nakisha, girl, chill out. And now I will get on here and say, Nakisha, girl, chill out. When before I was giving you very much, yeah. So Mr. Nelson, we're going to go ahead and move those funds over to this mutual account. And yeah, like, girl, chill. You know, so now I understand that. I understand that I don't have to do that because when you come from a corporate background and you're so used to, you know, having to, but when you're building online, it's so important to be yourself. Y'all, I have been doing, I know y'all can tell, but I have been doing some experimenting with the videos, just the style and, you know, the different formats. And y'all been leaving so many comments like, girl, yes, I like this style of video. You are so funny. And it's like before I would always like cut myself off from really showing my true personality because I don't want no smoke. Okay, I don't want no smoke. I'm not on here for smoke. And people will come for you on the internet, right? I mean, done shared my opinion that these teeny boppers and 20 somethings out here sharing an unrealistic view of building a brand for us that have real lives going on. You know, they got all the free time in the world to create content and we got responsibilities. But see, these days I don't really care. I still don't want no smoke, but it's just like, what you gonna do? Cry about it. I don't care. You know, it is what it is. And so I will always just like really restrict my personality from being the very much joke teller, facetious Nakisha, because I always got jokes and it's always cracking them, always loving to share and help build other people up. I've always been that, the person that just wants to see people reach their full potential and reach the place in which they're wanting to reach with their lives and their goals and all that good stuff. So think about that when you're getting out here. Don't be afraid to share your story, but share it in a capacity in which you don't have to shame yourself or do things that you wouldn't otherwise do if you were trying to build a brand. Build it on some integrity. People like the you that has morals. People like the you that stands on business, on that I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and just share your story from that perspective. Have values, okay? Have some type of values behind what you're doing. It's okay. It's really okay. You're going to draw the people who understand that, because my sister-in-law the other day, I was talking to her and I was saying something, and she was like, "Oh, isn't that?" And respectfully, I definitely understand that everyone is not a Christian and doesn't walk this walk, right? Respectfully, that I respect that. But she was saying, "Oh, isn't that a verse in the Bible or whatever that you're sharing?" I was talking about something, I forget what it was, and I was like, "Girl, I'm always sharing a scripture or something." Okay. I just package this stuff up. Like, people, you give the people what they think they want. You give them what they want, but then when they get there, you give them what they need. Okay, I'm gonna always give you that good word. I'm not gonna say, "Well, this isn't John 3:16." No, but I'm gonna give you the principles. Because I just truly believe there are principles of success. That just is what it is. I'm not going to break it all down like that, because we all have our own beliefs. But I truly do just believe that you gotta, like who was that? Superfood's parent said, you gotta know who you are and walk in that. And that's what I did. This not me talking about nothing that I don't know. This is what I did. It was like, okay, I might have $320 in my bank account right now, but how I see it, that's $3.2 million. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, to me, y'all see 320. I see 3.2 million. Right? And so how would a young lady that has 3.2 million in trust funds and mutual funds and savings accounts, and how would she move? Okay? How would she move? She is going to speak from a place of authority. She's going to show up with confidence. She's going to speak with not foolishness. Okay, she's not out here talking about foolishness. She's gonna draw the people in with what they want, and she's gonna give them what they need. Okay, because I also have somebody to answer to. Okay, I also have a race to run and a purpose to meet. Okay, and it's always gonna go back to, you know what, that girl, I might not have liked what she said, but that made a whole lot of sense. And somebody is really blessing her over there, so maybe she know a little bit about what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to get out here and speak with some sort of substance. You might not always know where. Now, if you live the life, you're going to always know, oh, I know what she's talking about. Oh, girl, you's a slick one, girl. I feel where you coming from. Okay, I feel, the girls that get it will get it. And those that don't, they'll just be getting blessed. I'm going to continue to plant my seeds. I'm going to continue to speak wealth over the people that are under the sounds of my voice. I'm going to continue to speak prosperity. I'm going to continue to speak growth and positivity and peace and all of that. There is enough negativity online, right? There is enough. Be different. So many people want to get out here and build by doing the same thing as they see other people doing. Why? 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 There is enough of the same thing. You grow by standing out. You grow by standing out. So many of the people, like, if you're a YouTuber, you know that in the studio, YouTube will show you exactly who your viewers are watching, right? I know exactly who y'all watching. And those girlies, they're over there teaching you how to grow on Instagram, and they're teaching you how to grow on TikTok, and they're teaching you how to grow on YouTube. And I could easily say, and all of these people have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? If I wanted, because I do have a goal to reach 100,000 subscribers. If I just wanted to race to that number, but wait, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Hello, Hello, let's be clear. I would much rather make 100,000 than to have 100. I would much rather make $100,000 than to have 100,000 subscribers. Because there's a lot of the girlies out here with 100,000 followers that can't make $100. I'm like, quiet as it's kept. Okay, I would much rather make $100,000, right? So I'm trying to teach y'all how to get to the money. This is what I talk about over here. I talk about what they sell. They teach you how to get followers on Instagram and TikTok and all the places, but you don't know what to do with the people when you get them. I'm just saying. You don't know what to do with the people when you get them. Because half of them don't know what to do with the people that they got. But anyway, so if I wanted to fly to 100,000 subscribers, right? I could easily just go say, okay, let me go over here on Instagram and do this and grow my Instagram follower people. Let me go over here on TikTok. Let me do. But why am I gonna do that? There are people. That's not the found. Okay, I have one of those platforms in my inbox right now that have emailed me multiple times about doing a brand deal. And I'm like, no. No. Because that's not what I talk about over here. Because this is going to be a little bit more substance because people are out here already teaching them how to grow. I'm trying to be different. I want to be different. And it's not that I'm not sharing that just to be different because I have a heart for single moms. I have a heart for moms. I have a heart for women working full time trying to build this as an additional stream of income. I have a heart for people just trying to make multiple streams of income. People that have busy lives, people that have other things going on, people that are over the age of 30 and got better things to do than to scroll the internet all day. That's who I'm trying to reach. Okay, I'm trying to reach people that really don't care about having 100,000 Instagram people because what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do? Like, I'm over here sharing with y'all, sharing freely what they teach. Because let me really give you the equation of how it goes. They tell you to give them the what and the why and sell them the how. The cat is out the bag, coaches. The cat is out the bag. They tell you the what and the why and they sell you the how. I give you the how over here. If you really wanted to do something, you truly could just go through my videos and be like, oh, I promise you can make $1,000. I promise you could. And y'all know I believe if you can make 1,000, you can make a meal. I truly do believe that. All you got to learn to do then is scale. So I do something different, right? I'm not out here trying to teach you how to grow on social media because I know from fact, from having coached some of those girls with 300,000 and 200,000 and 100,000 followers, they are not making that. I would Trey, you better tell these people, I would rather make $100,000 than to have 100,000 followers. Real talk. I would much rather do that. And so I feel like speaking to my community, everyone is welcome over here, but speaking to my community, who a lot of us were not taught the concepts of personal finance and money management and all of the basic foundations of things that we need in order to make it in this life, or have a head start. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I don't know if it's a commercial or a video on YouTube where it's like a long row of kids, right? And the coaches are saying to the children, it's like a lot of kids from the inner city, kids that were like in private school, all this stuff, white kids, black kids, all mixed up. And the coach says, take a step forward if you were raised in a 2-parent household. Take a step forward if you went to a private school. Take a step forward if you get an allowance or you have a car. And he keeps calling out these things, right, that gives Caucasian kids advantages over African American kids, right? I think it was football coach. And so by the time he finished telling them to take steps forward, all of the black kids, a lot, let me say, of the black students were still at the freaking starting line. They were still at the starting line where their Caucasian counterparts were way ahead of them. Were so far. They were on a football field when they were doing this thing. They were so far ahead of them because they were able to take that step forward for the two-parent household, and take that step forward that they had a trust fund set up, and take that step forward that they, had a vehicle when they turned 16, and all these financial benefits that they had over those black kids, right? And so once everyone were in their places, you had like, oh gosh, my baby gave this to me on Valentine's Day. You had like the Caucasian kids here, right? And the African American kids were still back here on the starting line. They were on a football field. And so the coach finally said, the race is about to start now. The Caucasian kids, they're way up here. They got like a big head start, and the black kids are back here, and he said go. And so all the kids start running. Believe it or not, some of these black kids back here, they hawked them down. You hear me? They hawked them down. Because what? They had the athleticism, they had the physical ability to go and do it, even though they didn't have the same head start. Some of those kids ran them down, but some of them didn't. They fell off. They fell off because, and the other kids beat them to the finish line. And so my thought process always, baby, if I could help some of our boys, our women, our men start just a little bit further, start just because it's like, go over there and let her tell you how to grow on Instagram. Go over there and tell her to do that. I'm not interested in that. But then come over here when you want to know how to make money. Okay? If I can help you to get from that starting line to get here to your first 100,000, to your first $1,000 online, because a lot of people that are creating or have businesses online, it takes years to do that, just that. It takes them years to do that because they don't have they don't comprehend what this really is. Everyone is so much about the vanity metrics. Okay, they want to have the subscribers, the followers. But what is that doing for you? Because I don't really care. Because I have, how many? I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute, but I'm just like in a zone. I have 71,000 subscribers. There are 40 people on this live. I have counterparts with 300,000, 200,000, right? That y'all are watching. I love them. I watch them too. They're amazing. But one of them shared their income, and I make the exact same thing that she makes. A lot of them share. I make the exact same thing with 70,000 subscribers. And I really don't sell to y'all like that. I don't be on here like trying to sell y'all nothing. I don't. I do sell stuff, but I'm never like on here like always launching something and all that. She was saying, oh yeah, the brands pay me this. And I'm like, what? They pay me 3 times as that. So all that to say, y'all, you got to have a purpose. You got to be willing to be different. You got to be willing to stand out and stop just doing so much of the same. Social media is so much of the same. Everyone just recreating these same trends, and it's cute. People look at it and they laugh and they watch you on there, and it's like, oh, yours was so funny. And they have walked away and you ain't made a dime, but you entertained them for that moment. But what if you got on with a strategy? What if you got on social media with a strategy that was beyond getting likes? What if you got on social media with a strategy that could make you a few extra $1,000 a month? And I'm not saying everybody got to do this full time, because quiet as it's kept, all of you just don't have the ability to do so. Everyone just don't have what it takes to get out here and make 6 figures or 7 figures. Everybody don't got it. And I'm telling you that straight up to your face. And they won't do that. Everybody don't got it. It's not for everybody. It's not. But they're not going to say that. They're going to convince you that, girl, yes, you got it, girl. You can be an Instagram influencer. Just buy my course. They is lying to you. They is lying. It's not for everybody. But everyone can make an extra 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 in other ways. Instagram might not be your thing, girl. You might not have the aesthetic. Let's keep it real. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. You can receive it or not. You might not have the aesthetic, but you could get on Amazon and make it. You could start a YouTube channel and make it. Child, baby, they ain't even gonna look at you. They is lying. They is lying, girl. You could do it via some other methods, right? So, y'all, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about this Monday morning. Don't take it personal. I'm not talking about you individually. Girl, I don't even know you on here. I don't. So please don't take nothing I said personally. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. And if you were on here and you heard it, maybe you were meant to. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me talk to y'all. Let me see how y'all doing. Thank you, Feminine Melon University. You're always such a help. I'm singing hard into my water boy. Don't you worry, not a thing. Girl, internet song's such a vibe. It's just like all the vibes, all the positivity, and it's literally, it's an anthem. It's a way of living. Okay, it's like put out positivity, walk upright, treat people how you want to be treated, do the right things, stay away from toxicity, drink your water, moisturize. It's really a way of life, okay? Digital boundaries, Samantha Smith, yes. Can we have some digital boundaries? Autumn Rain, she said everything is not content. It is not. Why are they lying? A hit dog will holler. A hit dog, baby, my grandma used to say that. A hit dog will holler. Baby, you can holler to yourself. You ain't got to tell us. I'm just saying, I'm talking about what I'm talking about. That's all, y'all. I promise I don't mean no harm. I don't want no smoke. None of that. And before, I probably wouldn't even say this. I probably wouldn't. But recently, I was told that it was time to open up my mouth. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, she said, y'all keep some dignity, superfoods parent, baby. Yes, absolutely. But they're monetizing it and people eating it up. Now, there are some things that are just like headline news that you just cannot miss. And of course, we're like, okay, what's this about? So we all see what Fonnie got going on because you can't miss it. Especially if you're a YouTuber, you turn on your YouTube and you all you see is Fonnie. I'm like, who is Fonnie? Who named their baby Fonnie? And what do she got going on? But this is Atlanta, so I'm sure it's something crazy. Then I go look into that. I'm like, oh Lord, Fonnie, oh my goodness gracious. Girl, you done worked hard all your life. And girl, Vera, I was posting everyday live, exhausting myself and getting no monetary benefit. I want to work smarter, not harder. Vera, speak on it. Speak on it. Many people are, but it's not something that is talked about because, for one, people don't get on here and really share the lows. Always remember that, though, that social media, this is all a highlight reel. It's all a highlight reel. It's like, ooh, girl, I made 100,000 this month, girl. You come by my course, honey. Oh, Vera, see, listen, Fonnie, baby, Fonnie wasn't playing with them. Fonnie wasn't playing. I was struggling with how to speak. So much opportunity. Yes, there is. I was praying this morning for a strategic plan, and the Lord sends Nakisha. Oh, Sophia, you are so sweet. I'm so glad he did, honey. I am so glad he did because, honey, this was really a push through moment for me this morning, and it was a obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Come on, Keisha, push through. Keep the promises you made to yourself. Keep the promises. Show up. Consistency wins in all things. You can do this. You got this. Yeah, you don't got nothing to talk about, but trust me, you'll get on there and something will come to you. The people gonna talk to you. They gonna figure out something to talk about. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know whatever I say gonna be anointed. You are powerful. You are amazing. You got this. This was literally me talking to myself just to get on here. You know what I'm saying this morning? Because baby, you hear how quiet them kids is. You hear how quiet they are. Even though my kids are very well behaved, they're always very, if I say I'm gonna go live, they're gonna take their moment and spend about an hour. They're gonna sit down and they're gonna listen. But even though they have their iPads right now, but baby, I had to push through. Okay, I had to push through because it's giving very much a hurricane is on the way, which I know it's not, but that's what the weather has been giving for the last 3 days. Yes, it will. Takia. Oh my gosh. Hey, Takia. How are you? That was me this morning, girl. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, just get up and do it, girl. God go get an increase. Get on up, girl. You can do this. Push on through. The God go have your back. Come on, y'all. God, I need my angelic help. Lord, where you at, Lord? This was me this morning, okay? I'm like, come on here, Lord. I need you to be the strength because I am very weak right now. I want to sit down on this sofa. Okay, but I need you, Lord. Please, come on. Help me to push through. Superfood's parent, right? You don't have to say it. Exactly. Exactly. She's speaking about superfood parents was just uh, reiterating something I said. And she was like, yeah, you don't have to say I was depressed and got fat. Just say I've had some challenges and want to work out, I want to work out, get some of this off. It's how you talk to yourself. Me and Trey, we talk about this. It's how you speak to yourself. You got to come from a place of positivity. Don't speak down on yourself because death and life lies in the power of your tongue. What you speak, that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Don't speak yourself into a negative situation. Don't speak yourself into HE double hockey sticks. Speak life into yourself. Baby, because y'all know I've been talking about this. I've been speaking fine over myself. Always have been, but like she said, I done been working from home for a couple of years and but I'm on that treadmill. I'm walking every evening with my babies. When my son's at practice, I'm out there walking around that gym. Okay, I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to get more active and stay active and counting my steps and doing all that stuff. Not like no hard workout regimen, because I don't got that much to lose. I'm 10 pounds. Give me 10 pounds, Lord. 10 pounds, Lord. It'd be so hot in the summer. And I don't want my rolls like causing my other rolls to sweat. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not asking for much. I don't dress all ridiculous. I just need to be comfy. That's it. That's all, Lord. That's it. I'm not asking for a whole lot. I'm just asking for you to come through and bless your daughter, with a little trim on the little side. That's it, Not a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. Choose happiness. Oh, thank you, Autumn. Autumn told me, thank you for being obedient today. What you're saying is confirmation for me on some things. I am so glad. And see, this is why it's important that we be obedient and that we really push through. Because in this season, you better say, Lord, if you bless me with a little, who, baby? I could. Baby, girl, if he show me that little 5 pounds gone, I'm going to be pushing through to get that 10. Y'all, I appreciate y'all because I'm telling you, it took a lot for me to get here. And I feel like this is why, because the last 2 years, Takia can tell you, some of y'all that have been following me, because some of y'all been here for a minute. Girl, somebody commented the other day, she's like, yeah, I've been with you since you were posting ship videos. I'm like, what? Girl, thank you. But like I've been in a quiet season. I've been in a slow season for the past year or two because the how long ago was the pandemic? That was rough on you, girl. It took me a little minute. And so I really was kind of like in a season of rest in a, like a slow season and like, you know what, chill out. But I truly believe that God gonna be like, all right, is you rested? Is you rested, young lady? Is you rested? Because girl, it is time. Here I am going live. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I went live. So Trey can tell you. So I was like, okay, Trey, I'm going to go live once a month on my channel. And that's what it's going to be. And I'm going to talk to the girls because I really do miss talking to them. I get on here. Here comes Takia with her. Well, I think you should go live every Monday at 10 o'clock. Y'all, I was like, now why she had to get on here and say that? Why would she get on here and say that? Because it was literally like a confirmation. And I never met her a day in my life, but I believe in her walk. She's been around here, baby. She's been around here for a minute. And when she said it, I was like, Lord, what you talking about? What is you talking about? And then when I went to church and somebody said something to me, I wanted to fall down on that sidewalk. I was like, here we are. So here I am, child, pushing through in this season, knowing that it's for a reason. All that to say, oh, she said thank you because two of y'all done said it's been confirmation with some things. I told y'all if I have to show up for one person, if God intends for one person to see it, I gotta show up. But that's how you get your blessings, you know? If you do it for one, God would do it for one. He did it for one. He would show up for one. So who am I? I'm dang sure not better. Nowhere near. So if you have to show up for one, I just believe that there is a reason he wants you to go and do a thing. I was on here talking to myself for a good little minute. I was just talking. I'm like, okay, Lord, you can go, Lord. Just talk about it. And then y'all start rolling in. But it don't matter. If I should have to show up for one, I will show up for one. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for the designated time that I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And then me and my small group, we gonna show up every week. And then YouTube gonna get what I can get. But me and my group, I'll be with them every week instead of being here. Um, who else was talking about? So, Angel says, I am inspired by people like you. Thank you. You're welcome, Angel. That is so sweet. Superfoods parent, I've learned to wait. For y'all that wasn't on here, I actually had lost my voice for 5 days. 5 days, y'all. Was it 5 days? Trey was probably longer than that. God really wanted me to hear, okay, and listen and hush. I couldn't speak, y'all. And I was over here whispering like this. And then magically late yesterday, after the All-Star game went off, I couldn't yell at the TV or nothing. I couldn't yell at the TV. I was watching the game. My family was here. We were watching the All-Star. We're a big sports family. I couldn't yell. I couldn't do nothing. All of a sudden, and this is how I know I definitely was supposed to go live. I couldn't talk for 5 days. I could not. Trey was saying, girl, I miss your voice. What is you at? Why is you texting me like this instead of voice note? We voice note all day. Why are you voice noting me? Oh, Vera, you are so sweet. I don't have a cash app. I don't have a cash app. That's another thing I don't fool with. You can super chat though if you like. I don't fool with cash app. Baby, all my records is in line. Accountants say, "What are the records is right here. Here go the bank statement. Do your thing." Between PayPal. Oh wait, Cash App give out 10 do Cash Out app give out what's the thing when the people was trying to, I forget what it's called. But girl, yeah, I don't fool with Cash App. I don't fool with Cash App. Not there's nothing wrong with Cash App. I need to set up a buy me a coffee. I do need to do that. Let me write that down. Take that note, buy me a coffee. I have seen that. I do need to do that. I do have a PayPal. I don't know what it is though. Superfood parents, I love this because this is something that I've done too. I believe into my real personality online because people want your personality. It's the contagious part that's good to share publicly. Yes. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I got this ice. It's just melting. That's what I was telling y'all. Like I came on here very much in my corporate bag. Okay. Very much in my corporate bag. Definitely not giving the girls all of me. Because all I saw, right, when I got on here was just people just being mean for no reason. Like, why? Why are you so bitter though? Like, why are you so angry? I'm not an angry girl. I don't even like that around me. Like, get away from me with this foolish angriness. I don't even like it. And so I just got on and I'm like, you know what? If I just stay like this and stay out the way and stay in my little box and just only then I don't want no smoke. But now I know that, baby, this backup army they gonna have to deal with coming from me. I ain't worried about it. Y'all know I be clowning a bit, but for real though, like if they want smoke with this army back here, y'all see them? Y'all, y'all see that? Y'all see? You don't see it? Oh, if you don't see it, then you I don't know what to tell you. For those that see, they see. Y'all see that army back there? Shh. Telling you, don't come for. All right. Okay, take a look at this. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to go through the comments because I've been running my mouth. I was gonna say, yeah, I see that because people be selling the what and the why. Yep. Samantha said that they be selling the what and the why. Feminine Melanin University sounds like she done been on some sales calls. She said you get on there thinking you about to get a free class and it's a whole sales pitch. Yeah, that's what the girls do. Girl, Feminine Melody, yes, the TikTok girl that had all those followers and no one showed up at her booth. That's so sad. She did. Congratulations. What platform did she use? Oh, Trey saw the thing with the boys with the starting line. I'm telling y'all that was so powerful to me. You need to buy me a coffee. I will set that up. Girl, you know YouTube don't like to send out notifications. Feminine Melanin University, they be trying it. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. If you have anything to say or you had a question that I missed, put it in now. Or because I'm shortly gonna get ready to go. I told my babies 1 hour and I can hear them up there now. Oh, a word with Angel. Good morning. This is my first time here. The notification for this video popped up on my phone. Also, I'm not subscribed, therefore I feel God led me here. Thank you. I will be subscribing. Thank you so much. They're pushing this video out because when I first got on here, I was like, okay, YouTube, y'all gonna act like that. That's how y'all gonna do me. Okay, it's cool though. But y'all, that's all I got. I'm not sure what we talked about today, but I hope you got something out of this. I shared from my heart. She used Instagram and she's 17. Baby, listen. Yes, that's right. Get my boo her play button. I appreciate y'all so much. Share this out if you found anything helpful in this video or that somebody needed to hear, or maybe they just need a little positivity this morning. Share it out or to push through, okay? Because this was a push through moment for me, and you just never know who you are supposed to touch. And for those of you that, can't feel that, you'd never know what customer is waiting on you or what subscriber or new follower that you could reach by simply showing up. Okay, I pushed through just getting over a bit of laryngitis. I pushed through with my babies upstairs. I gave them an hour on their devices. Pushed through, okay, when I didn't want to. I hope that y'all have an amazing week. Don't let nothing stop you from doing what you got to do to get out here and build. Okay, nothing. Okay, don't let nothing stop you. I actually came because I wanted to join the Amazon Influencer Program, and it said I was live. I have an Amazon Influencer video. Well, I thought it was coming out yesterday, but oh, girl, don't get me started. It will be coming out next Wednesday, the Amazon video. Was supposed to come out tomorrow. No, Wednesday, this Wednesday. But Wednesday, we're going to talk about YouTube a bit more. That Amazon influencer video will be coming out next Wednesday. And then in March, we're going to have, that's when our live session is going to start. Those of you that want to do live accountability with me every week, something like this, a little bit more frequently and every week as I, wean off of doing these lives. And then March, we're also probably going to be doing I think the blog series starts in March, and then we're going into in April. We got big stuff coming. We got big things popping in April. I'm actually going to be doing a live Amazon session too for those of you that want to scale on Amazon. You're in the program. You want to get it to 1,000 a month. You want to get it to 2,000 a month. You want to get it to 3,000 a month. We're going to do that live. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Push through this week, y'all. Meet that resistance. The things that always comes when you want to do something. Meet it with intentional action. Have a plan for your week. Write out things you want to accomplish this week and get it done. Don't make no excuses. Don't cry me a river. Y'all know. Let's get it done. Thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate you. And I'll see y'all next Monday, 10 o'clock on time next week, okay? All right. Bye, y'all.